Aloha, my name is Alicia Salt, and these are my four silly salties. Aren't they adorable? They're so cute. um, so our family looks nice and happy, and seems like this is how it's always been, but it is not. For 10 years, I searched for answers. Sorry, I'll try not to cry. For 10 years, I struggled to get out of bed. I was often on the floor because I couldn't even make it to the couch. My my oldest at the time was 7 years old, and she had three younger siblings that she would take care of along with me. My husband would have to step over me to walk out the door to go to work, leaving behind his wife and four small children. So when you're not well, everyone says go to the doctor. So I did. I went to my family doctor, psychologist, gynecologist, neurologist, gastroenterologist, cardiologist, and endocrinologist. And all the tests came back normal. They didn't know what to do. So I want you just to think for a moment. How would you rate your current healthcare system? 0 being wonderful, 10 not helpful at all. Just want you to think for a second. So I would rate mine about a 7. It was really good when my boy broke his arm, or when my daughter needed stitches on her head, or when I needed an MRI to be diagnosed with a stroke. But for all my other health issues and the health issues of my children, they didn't know how to help. So then my sister said, well, there's essential oils. You have to try these. These are absolutely amazing. I was like, there's no way that little bottle is going to help me. I have been to every doctor there is all across the nation. I have gone to the best. I've had the Cadillac of tests done. And they say I'm fine, even though I knew I wasn't. But because I love my sister dearly, and I felt sorry for her, I was like, okay, I'll try this essential oils thing. So I went to the nearest Walmart, and okay, it wasn't Walmart at the time, it was a generic store. And I bought a bottle of essential oils. And I slept for 3 days. It's like saying plants are good for you. If it's green, eat it. No, we don't eat all green things. Just like we don't, every essential oil isn't created equal, and each one does something different. So my sister started to teach me and introduced me to doTERRA essential oil. She's like, you need elevation. I was like, I don't know the difference. Little did I know that I was using cedar wood, and cedar wood is more potent than melatonin, which helps you to sleep, and that was quite the opposite from what I needed. So I got this oil called Elevation, and I put it on. Sorry. And it was like the clouds parted and the sun came out and I could breathe again. I was like, what in the world is this oil? I had no idea. So my sister started to teach me. Now, not saying that every time you put on an oil, the angels are going to sing. I just want to tell you what happened to me. And it definitely did lift my spirits. So I want to teach people so that they are empowered to take care of their families, because there is a solution. So what are essential oils? I just want you to watch a quick video on what is essential oils.
There are no wasted efforts in nature. The fragrance of a flower, the smell of an orange, or the scent of a pine tree all serve specific purposes vital to a plant's survival. What our senses perceive as fragrances or scents are actually volatile aromatic compounds, tiny organic molecules that serve a variety of protective, reproductive, and regenerative purposes. These compounds help ward off unfriendly pests, attract friendly herbivores and insects, and even help the plant heal from infection and physical injury. There are over 3,000 identified varieties of aromatic compounds, each with its own unique and functional chemical constituents that provide different aromas and benefits to the plants. From the petals of a flower, to the leaves of a plant, the rind of a fruit, or the resin of a tree, these volatile aromatic compounds are all around us. Distilled directly from their plant sources, essential oils are multifaceted agents that have seemingly endless applications to our health and can be used aromatically, topically, or internally. Ensuring the maximum potency and beneficial properties of an essential oil are the result of maintaining the delicate ratio of aromatic constituents found in that essential oil, all of which can vary depending on the time of day or part of the plant which is harvested, the time of year or life cycle when harvested, the geographic location and weather where the plant was grown, or the method and even the duration of distillation. For that reason, it is vital that essential oils come from a trusted source committed to not only producing unadulterated essential oils, but to adhering to the strictest production protocols. There are no wasted efforts in nature. Neither should there be in the health care you provide for yourself and those you love.
With modern medicine. I just want to tell you a story. This is my daughter, Rachel. Isn't she cute? I think she's gorgeous. But she really struggled with her self-esteem. She was put in special ed classes at school. She couldn't read longer than about 10 minutes. And she just really, really struggled in reading and every subject at school, which really affected her. And come to find out, and she was getting really bad headaches. And about this time, we had discovered the oils. So we're like, okay, peppermint. Peppermint works for headaches. Let's give you some peppermint. But it didn't help. So I was like, okay, let's try past tense. Past tense helps with headaches. She tried past tense. It didn't help. Then we found out that she had cysts on the inside of her eyes, which was causing her great pain and inability to be able to focus long enough to read the page. So even though she was very intelligent and very bright, it was really hindersome for her. And there was nothing the doctors could do about it. So to help with some of the pain, 1 month I got Immortelle free from doTERRA. I was like, whoa! I was like, well, this has frankincense in it. Frankincense is like liquid gold. It helps with everything. So we started using Immortelle topically right under her eyes. And about 6 months later, she could read up to 45 minutes before it got too painful. And we went back to the doctor, and the cysts were smaller. And we had to open up her eyes wider to find them. And about a year later, we couldn't even see them. They were gone. So now my beautiful daughter is in all the other classes with all her friends. She is doing extremely well in school. She is on the cheer team, and she plays the violin. And her spirit is just so bright. So, doTERRA essential oils gives our bodies the building blocks so that they can heal themselves. The oils do not heal. When your body gets a cut, who heals it? Our bodies heal themselves if we give our bodies what they need. This is my other daughter, Esther. She started, oh yeah, she's just as adorable. I think she's cute. She started wearing glasses at the age of 2. She needed eye surgery at the age of 4, and bifocals and patching by the age of 6, which was greatly hindering her spirit. She loves talking with people. She loves people, and she was so embarrassed about wearing the eye patch that she just would stay in and play quietly in the corner by herself. Now, every mother wants a quiet child, right? To play quietly by themselves, but this is not who my daughter is. So I was using DDR Prime internally for some digestive issues, and it was helping me. So she was having some issues, so I started giving her this. She started taking DDR Prime. And the funny thing about our bodies is that our bodies know exactly what they need to do. And her body decided to use these oils to help her eyes. We were buying glasses every 3 months. Her eyesight was getting worse from the age of 2 to the age of 6. Yes, every 6 months we were buying a new pair of glasses. And then we started using the essential oils. And her eyesight, we went, and her eyesight didn't get worse. We're like, wow, this is awesome. And then we went again, and she didn't need to wear the patch anymore. She could see 3D. Then we went again, and she didn't need bifocals, and her eyesight was getting better. Here is her eye exam in April of 15. Now, I don't know much about eyes. Like, I don't know how to read this, but I know the numbers went down. It was like plus 4.5. And then at March 2017, it was plus 3. And she didn't need bifocals anymore. She was just so much happier that she could go out with her friends and not have to wear the patch or have bifocals, and so that she could see better. So why doTERRA essential oils? What makes doTERRA different? Have one more video for you.
Essential oils are both exciting and promising when it comes to taking care of your own and your family's health. Whether you're applying essential oils topically, enjoying the aromatic benefits through diffusion, or taking essential oils internally, the positive healthful effects of essential oils are boundless. That's why you want to ensure that essential oils you are using are capable of delivering on their promise. You want to make sure that you are choosing essential oils for their potency and their purity. A lot goes into making sure that essential oils are both potent and pure. Potency starts with the plant itself. The same species of plant when grown in different environments will vary in composition. When plants are grown in optimal soil, temperature, and climate, they produce a higher quality essential oil, just as nature intended. But that's only half of the equation. Purity plays a major role as well. Many essential oils available to purchase are not certified pure. Often they contain synthetic fillers or other elements that dilute and alter the purity. This diminishes the healthful qualities of the oil. doTERRA is committed to providing the purest, most potent essential oils possible. We employ a global network of farmers who know intimately the process of growing plants for essential oils. They ensure the plant is taken care of properly and harvested at the proper stage. doTERRA has also perfectly melded modern advances in testing procedures to ensure the purity and efficacy of each essential oil. Every doTERRA essential oil is put through the highest standard of rigorous and thorough testing. This testing protocol, CPTG, Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade, sets the bar for quality, purity, efficacy, and consistency. When an essential oil is deemed worthy to be sold as a doTERRA essential oil, you'll know that it has the highest quantity of active, beneficial constituents and that it is free of contaminants and adulterations. Because at doTERRA, we know the same care and attention, as well as the same commitment to only provide the very best, is not unique to us. They're the same qualities you employ when taking care of those you love the most.
Story. This is my daughter, Diane. So besides loving being my model, I'm so grateful, she loves to bake. She's named after her grandmother, who was a baker. And at the age of 12, she was diagnosed with celiac. It was so bad that we knew she had some issues. She would wake up, her hands and feet would swell so badly that she couldn't even walk. And I was on a gluten-free diet at the time, and I knew there was some celiac in my family. So I was like, well, let's take you off wheat and see how you do. And after 2 months of being off wheat, I said, well, let's take you to the doctor. And the doctor was quite upset that we had taken her off wheat, because you have to be eating wheat to be tested for celiac to see what the wheat does to your body. But the doctor tested her anyways. Her numbers were through the roof. And he's like, yes, she definitely has celiac. We couldn't even pour a bowl of cereal in the kitchen. If she walked in, she would react to it. So we all had to go on a gluten-free diet. So we started giving her Digestion and DDR Prime. It's probably so she was gluten-free for about 2 years. And then we found the oils, and we started to give her Digestion and DDR Prime for about 6 months. And I was doing so well on these oils that while I was on vacation, my husband thought it was a wonderful time to experiment with our children. So he's like, I wonder what would happen if we gave our child a piece of bread, our celiac child. He knew it was wise not to tell me. My daughter was all game for this. She hadn't had a piece of bread for 2 years. Of course, when I found out, I was quite upset. But she was able to eat the wheat and didn't have the reaction to it. Now, I do not recommend celiacs eat wheat. Do not. This is just what happened to my family. And so now she bakes all the time and eats the wheat. I tell her not to. I even brought her to the doctor, said, what should I do? My celiac child's eating wheat. He's like, she seems fine. She's growing. All her tests come back great. She still is a celiac, but all her growth chart, everything else, he didn't see a problem with it. It's like, okay. So, what would your life be like if you could do the things that you wanted to do? If you had the health that you wanted to have? Would you play with your children more? Would you be able to? Would you have the health, the energy, the mental clarity? Would you laugh and play? Would you go exploring? Would you simply go for a walk? What would your life look like if you knew how to help your child's health issues? What would your life look like if you had the solutions to your family's health care in your own home?